Well, unfortunately, a good chunk of my garden died. Small problem, I suppose. A bit of overwatering, lack of proper lighting, and cat. Anyway, we'll put some of them outside here, see how they're going to go, and the hanging plants are not hanging yet, but I'm just going to reseed them because they all died. Cat got into one of those and pretty much wrecked it. And that was all kind of like, you know, all... Well... The hydrosoil dirt, when left to dry, turns pretty solid. And I found that out because when the inside garden kind of passed away, for a variety of reasons, I just let the pot sit. And as you can see, the hydrosol just turns very clumpy and dry. Undaunted though, despite the fact that my garden did die, for the most part. I still got a few plants left. Further studies realized that if I just put them outside without letting them get hardened against the outside world, most of them would have died anyway. So what I'm doing is undaunted. I shall continue on. And probably the first couple days of May here, so there's plenty of time to redo it. And this time I think maybe I'll just try putting the plants directly outside. See how well they fare from seed. Just gotta break up this soil a little bit, and then we're gonna get it to be seeded. One thing I noticed about my peas, or probably my beans, is they were pole beans, and they didn't quite have a pole in them. So I'm gonna make some structure so that they can have these pots here. I'm gonna have these 6 bean plants, soon to be bean plants, and I'm going to put some structure in them so that they can support it. I'll show you how that goes shortly. So I've got there we go, I've got beans. I'm going to plant myself 6 bean plants. There we go. One good looking bean seed. Stick that right in there. Yeah, having my garden die on me was kind of disappointing, but gardening is a learning experience, and this is me learning. Whole learning curve. I even contacted a couple of experts in the field. A young lady up north, a good friend of mine, doing this kind of stuff for years. This is going to make my support structure out. Got a plant. Take a little bit of duct tape. Take 2 of these stir sticks. Tape them together. Okay, now I'm going to pull. Put it in there. Do it again. There we go. Nice and tight. There. call me the experimental gardener, if you will, because, you know, all learning here. And there we go. So I got 3 of them. Now, I'll be right back. Okay, here I'm back, and I got my string, and string, oh, what's this? Great big hunk of needle in the ball of string. Okay, I don't need that right now. I'm going to take my string out. That should be enough. I'm going to take my pot and alright, and I have my string. Right then. And there we go. That should give it a nice little lattice work that it can grow up and not fall over and support with. Okay then, now we're just going to do the rest. So why duct tape? I don't know, I suppose you use any kind of tape that's weather resistant. So I'm using duct tape because, well, it's kind of like the Force. It's got a light side, a dark side, and it binds the universe together. And I'm a guy. I use duct tape. Last one. Now this is all pretty experimental to be, because anybody can tell I'm a novice gardener, so, you know, I'm learning, and this is part of the learning curve. But I may not know an awful lot about a garden, but I do read, and I'm certainly willing to put in the work. In a completely unrelated subject, however, this is what you call napalm. This napalm has actually sat stagnant for about a year and a half, and as you can see, it completely settles out. One of the earlier experiments that I've done, because like I said, I'm an experimental person, I play with different stuff, but that in there is a solid gelatinous mass. And the process you use to make napalm is, well, you take gasoline and you take something called, and you literally mix them together until they dissolve. Now this right here, that gelatin mass, it's pretty flammable, but The only way to get this stuff up and working again is, well, you gotta take a blender and mix it up. But I have no particular use for napalm, so I don't. Actually, I use it to start fires on occasion, but that's about it. It's just another experiment, which I've done. Like this. Last one, let's finish her up and then put these little guys where they're going to live for the rest of the year. Hopefully. Well, there we have our row of beans on top, a row of Swiss chard lettuce, and a row of romaine lettuce, all waiting to grow, and I think I'll throw some beets and cucumbers and a couple other things on there later. And that's going to be it for this little episode of 2015 Garden. I think I'm going to go relax now. Nothing. Like a little relaxation.